Something that become very trendy these days is personal growth, but hey, it's natural. We are born that way. No, animals are small, and they just get bigger. There's no real personal growth in it. They just get larger, physically get larger. But we were given the gift to be able to grow our minds and grow and flourish through that from when we're born all the way through. As far as I know, it's a whole lifetime skill. So knowing that we have the ability to grow can be a beautiful thing. Because when you feel stuck, you feel like you can't go anywhere, what's the first thought to go in your head? I'm stuck, I can't grow. Well, but if we were made to grow and develop, then how can that happen? It may not be at the pace we want. We may want it quicker, now. But personal growth can be torturous. A lot of people's like, it's stuck, I can't handle this, it's too much pressure. It's very, very difficult. So the personal growth becomes a chore. A mindset, it's chore, it's difficult, it's hard. Or we can choose it like, wow, this unknown territory we're going to move into isn't as safe as where we are now, but we can make it a pleasant experience. Like, you know, you can say to somebody or your partner, hey, let's go for a drive. Let's go, we haven't been for a drive here. We've never been there before, let's go and discover it. But hold on a minute, that's the unknown. But you choose to make that venture of going to discover pleasurable and exciting. But when we want to change ourselves, we've had a learned habit of like, it's scary, I don't know where it's over there, I can't go there, it's not something I can feel and touch tangible, it's a new area. But at the same time, you say, I'm sick of the routine, I'm sick of eating this, let's try something else. In other parts of our life, we're willing to give it a go, as they say, to try something different. But in other places, we want stability and guarantees. But if we're just open to it, then what happens? We don't put any criteria on it. That's like going for that drive. You're excited. You're excited, you want to see something different. So there's a whole different outlook. So if something comes up, it doesn't floor you as much because, you know, maybe there's more traffic there. Maybe it's not available to go that day. So then you look at another option. So you're focusing what you do want in a positive way. They're completely different than being locked up inside that's saying, oh, it's scary, I don't know. Because fear is a very strong emotion. And unfortunately, the more we practice it, the stronger the emotion be. But you're going to say, I'm not practicing it. But if we think about it over and over, isn't that considered like practicing it? The more we do something we don't want, the more we're doing it, the more it becomes part of us. And not a very positive, productive way, but it becomes part of us in a negative way. It still becomes part of us. It's a habit, a learned habit. You know, we can relearn new ways of doing things. We have a choice. We can change those habits. So personal growth is, as the word says, about you and growing. And sometimes that may have to mean letting go of these things that felt like a crutch that you didn't really want because it's a crutch. It's only there just to prop you up. That we can let go and try. And I always say, what's the worst thing can happen? You can end up back where you are now. So everything else is now an advantage, a plus. We can stay locked up where we are, as the bottom, that's the floor, or we can try. And if we fall, we go back to where we are. So we didn't lose anything at all. We had the ability to gain, and we tried. And does it feel so much better knowing that you tried? Did you put the effort in? No, there's some times that we just don't want to do things because it's comfortable where it is. So then now we've got the mindset that it's comfortable where it is. But at the same time, you don't like it. So I know myself sometimes, it's like, I just don't have the energy to do exercise. But then I know that if I skip it once, I'm creating new habits. It's going to say, no, this day can skip, that day skip, you've done and put effort there. I'm not even going to go there. I know it's a routine that I have to do 5 days a week. And I tell you what, afterwards, I always feel so much better. So then I know when that little nagging thought comes up, oh, just take time off. I was like, Now, do I focus on this little nagging thought, or I know the feeling, how much better I feel afterwards? So where do I shift my mind? Same thing, it's like, do you want to eat this, or you want to eat something that's not going to be so healthy for you, not going to be productive, that actually you may feel awful afterwards. But it tastes good. So do we focus on, wow, it tastes good, and then getting kicked afterwards because it doesn't feel good afterwards? Or we say, no, that's an old habit of wanting that wow factor and then getting kicked afterwards, because the two of them are actually hand in hand. Or what do I focus on now, knowing that if I eat this, it's going to feel amazing? So it's a shift. Where are we present? We can look at it, where is our mind going? Is it going to take us to a habit that's still a little bit in there that we haven't resolved, that says don't do it? So that this is the choices. I know it happens many times. It happens many times in the day sometimes. You get hooked into the old way. Something triggers you and it's like, whoop, that old habit comes back in. But then you got to realize in personal growth, no, I'm here right now. I have the choice and option to look forward to doing for it. You know what? There was a situation the other day. I was like, I really don't feel like doing something. And the whole body locks up. And when the whole body locks up, you can actually injure a muscle. And I actually did. But then I realized what's going on. I wasn't able to be present right here, right now. I always wanted the next thing, the next thing. That's an old habit. I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Instead of whoa, 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 whoa. I'm getting taken away, slapped away from being present and getting hooked up into all this nonsense. So then I brought myself back, and even with that sore shoulder that I had, I went and exercised, but compromised a little bit. I knew that if I went into it with a positive, calm mind and enjoyed it, was it a completely different world. The pain went away, the muscle opened up, and the end of it, something could have taken a week, 2 weeks, even longer to resolve. It was resolved probably in 24 hours, because it was a shift of enjoyment and doing it because this is what I want to do, instead of making it something that I have to do, a chore that's very tedious and feels terrible, but it really doesn't. Because sometimes, you know what, I know myself, I want to skip out the process. I want to go from here to the end. But then what we're doing is giving up now. Oh yeah, I just want to be there. I haven't got the time. We can play that game. I haven't got the time. I just don't feel like it. I'm worn out. But why are we worn out? I know, sometimes I get worn out because of all these games that you've got to play. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Learn, apply what I know, come back to center and apply it, and then go forward again. And the more that I can apply personal growth, it's like, wow, another opportunity to grow, to be a better person. And the more it can help me be a better person, I can support people around us and share it. I want to thank you very much for staying to the end. I appreciate it a lot. It meant a lot to me. And if you're already subscribed and you're regular, I really, really appreciate it. And I love to see comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. If you're looking forward to growing and developing and would like to speak to me, there's an email link down below. Send me an email asking that you want to get on a quick Zoom call. We're offering one-on-one, and there's also group training as well. Let us know what you'd like and a question you may have. I love to help you and hear your questions. Thank you very much.